Danny, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Mate, it's been a wild ride on Mafs this year.
You're telling me, mate.
I've actually never watched Mafs. My wife made me sit through that whole thing this year. But let's dive into it now. What moment on Mafs did you watch back after and think, shit, mate, I am going to cop that?
Obviously, with the comments I made.
Yeah.
That was probably the main bits. Like, there's a few bits you watch back and you're like, it's so weird watching it back because it's like so easy to critique yourself when you're watching it.
Yeah.
Like you watch it and you're like, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that or say that?
And you don't get to see anything till it goes
You
live.
don't have a clue.
Shit.
You don't know how they're going to piece it together. Like sometimes it's different to how you lived it.
Yeah.
You know? Like they can play bits. They play it in different orders and stuff like that as well. So it's a bit.
How much of it is actually scripted?
Nothing's scripted.
So the producers don't come and say like, let's start
No,
some drama here on the dinner
Producers,
party.
They play the game, right? Like
Yeah.
they're so good at what they do, by the way. Like there's a reason it's been the #1 TV show in Australia for, I don't know, 10 years or however long it's been, because they're actually so good at doing what they do.
Yeah.
Like dinner party #1, we came out and I'll never forget it. Like we all walked out and they were just like, that was the most boring dinner party ever.
Oh.
It's going to be the most boring cast ever. And they were just at us like that.
So they want the
And
drama.
it actually got in your head.
Yeah.
Like you're like, you don't want to be boring when you're on TV. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
of course you want, like, it would be in my mind that I'd be like, people have probably worked 8-10 hours. They're going home after a long day. You want to be a bit entertaining. So you do like play up to it a tiny bit.
I reckon there was drama in almost every single episode. That
Mate.
was nuts.
I was watching it and I was like, there was so many wholesome moments they could have played.
But then behind the scenes, did that drama continue or was it just for the cameras?
No,
What do you
it's
reckon?
all the time. But if we met up behind the scenes, we weren't just sitting there arguing.
Yeah.
But when the cameras are on, like there was times where production came out, like at the retreat was one time, we were all just sitting there. The last night, everyone was exhausted. We were just sitting there chilling. And you could tell like no one could be bothered for it, right? And then one of the producers came out and was like, we've got all night. Like, you guys need to just kick it off because we'll film until the sun comes up.
Shit.
Like, we don't care. And as soon as she went back inside, everyone just started going at each other because everyone just knew the game by then.
Yeah.
It's like, if we don't kick off at each other, then we're just
They're gonna keep us
we're
here
gonna
for
be here
ages.
all night. So yeah, that's when it all just kicked off.
So how long could you be at a dinner party for? Because on TV it's 5-10 minutes, but
Mate, some dinner parties, they'd film your get-ups in the morning at like 8 o'clock, and then you'd have a break. Like you'd film for a bit, talk about what the theme's going to be of the dinner party that night, like if people were having problems in their relationships, so on and so forth.
yeah.
And then they'd normally leave you for a couple of hours. Then you'd get there, wait in a tent for 2-3 hours. Then you'd have the cocktail party, then the dinner party. But all up, you might get home at 3-4 in the morning. 5 in the morning, I think was the latest we got home.
And then up at what time? Do you get a sleep in?
Nah, not
No.
really. They'll come in at like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't sleeping in for long. And then they'll be like, oh, but we'll give you an easy day.
Yeah.
But it's like they want you tired
Yeah, true.
because obviously it gets you more.
You make some pretty shit
Emotional.
decisions when you're
Yeah,
tired
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
They say it was a 3-month experiment. Is that right? Is that consistent filming for the whole 3 months, or did they give you time to actually try and make a relationship out of it?
No, you never actually get a break, really.
Ah.
You have, from the honeymoon to when you actually move into the suites, me and Beck had like 5 days. And then the last week, deliberations week, you have like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
But except from that, no, it's constant.
Shit, constant.
Just barrage.
Yeah. Well, what did you expect going into the show? What did you want? Did you want fame? Did you want a relationship? A wife?
Mate, when they offered me it, I was like, I spoke to like all people who mean something in my life, and it was like only 2 people actually said don't do it.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you'll get in trouble. They predicted the future, by the way.
Are they
'cause
saying I told you so now?
They were like, one of them did. And I said,
Yeah.
mate, you was at the wedding. If they'd have showed what you said, you'd be fucked too.
True.
So I was like,
True.
but that's what they told me. They said, you're too loose with your tongue to do TV. Like,
Yeah.
people won't understand you. When they offered me it, I was like, there's no chance. I ain't doing it. Like, but then the closer it got, and I thought about it, I didn't sign the contract for a couple of months. And then I was like, shall I do it? Shall I not? And then, I just ended up convincing myself that it was going to play out good.
Well, were you looking for fame?
No,
No.
absolutely not. Like, fame is, I wouldn't even call myself famous now, for the record. Why the fuck would you want to be famous?
Yeah. How you going now with like walking in the street? Are people recognizing you? Is it getting annoying?
Yeah, everywhere. But no, it's not really annoying. If you're in the mood, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, but if you're just dipping in Coles to get a loaf of bread or
They
something.
want a quick selfie.
Well, I'm banned from Coles now, but if you're dipping in Woolies, like, that's annoying, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nah, cool. Has anyone ever spat some shit at you in person? Just a complete random?
One woman, like last week, it was in Darling Harbour, Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Loads of people taking photos. I was with Steve-O.
Big
She's
Steve-O.
like, she started to, I don't even know what she was saying. She was like, you led Beck along, or she was saying something like that.
Yeah.
But obviously I'd never be rude to her. But
Yeah,
like,
no.
all these other people were there, and they were like, he's taking photos, don't be rude to him.
Yeah.
And they just started going at her, and I was just
Far
like, this is
out.
awkward. And then, yeah, she sort of just walked off. But that,
What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about you right now? I feel like a lot of people have this opinion about you right now, and it's based off one thing. I don't think people know or understand the real Danny.
yeah, to be honest, no one really does. But can you expect people to understand me off TV anyway? Because you see such a small portion of the person I actually am. But the biggest misconception would be like I'm this fame-hungry like player or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not. But yeah, I don't really care what people think of me. I only care what my family and my friends think of me.
That's
Anyone
good.
else is irrelevant, to be honest.
But you still got a reputation and a brand and an image to uphold for yourself. How do you want people to remember you besides this?
I'd want people to say he was good TV. You don't want people to say you're boring, but I suppose just someone who give it a shot. Like I did try as hard as I could. Well, that's some of the backlash I get, that I strung back along. But that was me actually just trying my hardest. In the real world, would I have walked away sooner? Absolutely. But when you're on Mafs, it's a once in a lifetime experience. You're never going to do it again.
It's not like they're going to recast you.
Mate,
next
even
year.
if they did, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to give it everything you've got, you know? Like, you know,
100%.
like it's almost like it's your last ever fight and you're in that ring for the last time. You want to just give it everything you've got. So that's what I tried to do.
A lot of people are saying you only stayed for airtime and you wanted fame. But you can see you did give it a go. But then why did you stay till Final Vows then?
Looking back, that was a mistake. I should have left, but production is so good at making you stay. For the last commitment ceremony, I wrote leave. I wanted to leave, but they wouldn't let me. They were like, you're going to Final Vows. You've been a big character in this series.
They would have loved you.
know. Yeah, they wanted me there. So it's like, that was a mistake. I should have left.
Moving on from Mafs, who is the real Danny? What do you do? What are you about? I remember you saying you weren't born in Australia. Is that correct?
Born in England.
Tell us. Let's get into it.
Born and raised in the UK. Come out here when I was 21.
Yeah.
Was meant to just be for a few months. Ended up staying.
By yourself?
I was with my best mate, actually. He's
Nice.
still out here too. That's Will Parfitt. The famous
Magic
stripper.
man.
Yeah. So I come out here with him like 14 years ago.
So what does Danny do for business-wise?
Real estate and finance.
There you go.
So I used to be a tradie back in the day.
Bullshit.
I'd done a carpentry apprenticeship in England
Yeah.
when I was like 17 to 21. Then I come out here.
How'd you find that? Too much hard labor.
Do you know what it is? Like, you're literally lied to. Like, in England growing up, it was like, get an apprenticeship and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
That was like the old, like, that's what every old person would say to you.
Yeah.
Just believe them. And like, to be honest, growing up, I'd meet tradies all the time, which had 2 or 3 properties. They'd go on holidays all the time. Where now the world has changed. Like, it's harder to be a tradie and live that lifestyle. You know?
Yeah.
Unless you own your own business. And I never had the passion for building. I think if you have your own business, you have to be passionate about it. Otherwise, you're going to fail.
True.
And I never had the passion in the building game to do that. So
I can see the way that you talk. I think you do have good business skills. So I think you're definitely suited for that.
yeah, thanks.
I don't think that can be wasted in a trade.
So I was like,
That sounds bad.
that's why I walked away from it. I was just like, this isn't for me.
You got to really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I used to work with blokes and they'd love it and they were so good at what they'd done. And I was like, I'm never going to get to that level
True.
just because I didn't have the love for it. So
Is there anything you want to do now after Mafs to sort of monetize your audience, or you're just not interested? Is there any, like, what are you going to push now? Usually people start like pasta shops and all sorts of
he
things.
chinned on the
Yeah.
He's done well out of that.
Yeah, he has.
Like, fair play to him. I think you should just start a business. If you've got any business ideas, it's like I'm looking at different avenues to go into at the minute, or looking at different things. Like I do just want to have a few businesses, you know.
Yeah.
But all in good time, you know. I don't want to start things and fail. Or I'd rather take my time and do it properly. So yeah.
Like an e-com venture or
probably finance to start with.
Yeah.
Something along that route. We're having some conversations at the minute.
with Scotty. No.
Not with Scotty, but he does well. He's good at what he does. And then, yeah, probably a product that
Nice.
coming out soon and things like that. But
Be sure to help you out when you need the marketing. We'll hook you up.
We'll do business.
What are you going to do with these Danny Instagram accounts?
I remember got two, which is, to be honest, I'll probably just make one a business account and one a personal.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm going to do. Because I started the second one because production don't really push you or anything.
So what, do they have your accounts?
They have full control.
Did you have access on the show?
No access whatsoever. And they don't even want to post you. Where back in the day, they used to like post contestants.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They'd actually get a big following, where nowadays, like, the following numbers are pretty low. Like this year's been like the lowest.
Is
how
that
big the views have been?
Is that because they don't want to promote like that influencer life? They want to try and attract the right people?
Yeah, I don't know. Like they apparently, like you hear different things. Like I don't know the answer. Like people are like they don't want to make you a star because then you can go talk bad about the show. Or
Everyone tries to sue them after.
Yeah, there's loads of different reasons. But to tell you the truth, I don't know. Like I do think you'll struggle to get people to do the show if they're not getting something on the back end out of it.
Yeah,
because everyone there, they're always like, I'm here for love, but it's always a conversation, what everyone has.
True. There's always that other, if you are looking for love, maybe don't find it on national telly.
Mate, do you know what? I said this to one of my mates the other day. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't fall in love on Mafs. So glad. Because when I meet a partner...
Well, your whole relationship would be public.
Mate, but not only that, your first 3 months when you're with a partner should just be the honeymoon stage. Uber Eats, shagging, all of that. Yeah. It should just be chilled, not fucking a camera in your face, being asked a million questions, so stressed. Like, you don't want that. True. Looking back, I'm like, I'm so glad that it didn't happen for me in that setting because I don't want my whole relationship to be in the public eye like that anyway. So
you probably just went in blinded a little bit. You're like, fuck it, good opportunity. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, see what comes from it.
Yeah, you sort of just go in. But hindsight's 20/20, right? So you look back and that's thoughts I have now. But at the time, obviously if it came along, that would have been amazing. But it didn't happen for me and Beck. But it's like, it is what it is. But maybe that's just my way of looking at it in a positive light. But
do you think, besides Stella and Philip, was anyone there actually looking for love? Or was it just bullshit? You know more because you were there behind the scenes.
Oh, who could I say? Who was truly looking for love?
Who was true? Steve-O and Rach. Yes or no?
I'd say yes.
Yes?
I actually would, yeah.
David and Alyssa.
David, yes. Alyssa, no.
Okay. Gia and Scott, that's an obvious one.
Scotty, yes, I'd say, but Gia, no. By the way, I've got nothing against Gia, but yeah, we've had our back and forth. But
have you spoken to her since the show?
No, like we wouldn't speak, I don't think. But
yeah,
everyone thinks I hate her because I always like joke about the Cassandra thing and everything like that. But I ain't actually got a problem with her. It is what it is.
What about behind the scenes on the show? Because you had to support Beck, obviously, and there was a bit of a clash.
I bumped into Gia a few times, like like at the bottom of the lift one time. We had a couple of conversations. Like, she was always nice to me. Like, I haven't really got a problem with her. Like, obviously, I'll just take the piss and call her Cassandra. That's just like, that's bantering. But would I be mates with Gia and message her and go for a drink with her? No, of course not. But I haven't actually got a problem with her either. You know?
Talk to us a little bit about the recent post that you've done about the hate comments and now this Coles thing that came out today. Is that legit? Are you actually banner? That's just banter.
My mate sent me it. He's like, bro, I made this, what a piss take. And I was like, that's hilarious. I'm going to post it. But the hate comment one was more just like, you got to just take the piss out of it. Like, obviously, getting hate is something I'm not used to. I'm not media trained. I don't have a clue. I don't have a publicist. I have nothing like that. So all of this, what I'm getting now is so foreign to me. So I'm just like trying to navigate my way through it as best as I can.
Yeah.
And with the hate, like, you don't know how to deal with it. Like, I feel like if you shy away from it and try and hide from it, it can consume you. So I'd rather like lean into it and embrace it. But you'd be a liar if you said it didn't get to you. At some points it has got to me. But
Well, to someone that hasn't sort of experienced fame before, that's a lot to take in, man.
yeah, because you go, it's 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Like I said this to my mate, I was like, if you're a footballer, like... if
They
you-
cop it too.
Yeah, but like the point I made to my mate is if you're an AFL player or a footballer, you don't just go from a nobody to being Dustin Martin.
Yeah.
Right? You come through the reserves and you start to get a tiny bit of fame and then it builds up, right? And then you become like a superstar, but it doesn't happen overnight. But plus, they've got a strong like team around them,
Yeah.
you know, where for us, we go on Mafs and we're literally nobodies.
Well, actually, I think the AFL does have like some sort of support group. I don't know
Yeah,
what they call
they
it.
would. So does Mafs. Like they have psychologists and stuff.
Oh, they
who
do,
will reach
yeah,
out to you.
psychologists.
Yeah, but it's more just like you're in it alone. Like you're not going to play with all the boys every day on a football pitch.
Yeah.
And you can talk to them about your problems. Like we film and then we come back and there's like this 3-month window.
Yeah.
Where Mafs isn't out yet, and you sort of life's like
Yeah, so when was it filmed?
7 months ago now. Like
Shit.
Final Vows was on the 25th of October last year. Mine and Beck's was. And then you have like this 3-month window where it's not out and then it comes out.
Yeah.
And like the first week you're just getting recognised. And it's just something so foreign.
I was thinking, we got a little gift for you.
Oh, you got me a gift?
We got a
You
gift.
didn't have to do that.
All the crew here.
What
Mate, we have got
fuck's
you
sake.
a Coles top.
I'm employed by Coles now. Look at that.
Mate, half an hour ago on Facebook Marketplace,
hopefully
we
you
just
got it on
Ubered it. We just Ubered it down here.
But how the hell do they sell these on Facebook Marketplace?
Some bloke said he got the wrong size for his work, and he sent it down. It's a medium though. You look
That's
like a
hilarious.
big bloke. I don't know if you're going to fit it.
Mate, I'm going to post videos in this.
It gets better.
Here we go.
We're going to take a pic. I'm going to put it on our Instagram. We're going to
We'll
give
go to
away
Coles.
all these gift cards to the best hate comments. Coles gift cards.
How many have you got there?
I don't know, man.
You've got like
My team
100
came
there.
out. What did they say?
This is
at
hilarious.
the Coles? They go, "This is sus." They wouldn't sell it to him. We're gonna
Look at
we're gonna
this.
take a
Thank you
pic,
so much.
give these out,
So we've got all these gift cards. They're going to go out.
and hopefully
That's
Coles
amazing.
doesn't sue us. They can't.
They can't, can they? We're promoting the brand. They should be
100%.
paying us, mate.
Bit of banter. No.
They should be paying us. That's unreal. Thank you so much.
Keen to do that. But thanks for coming on board. It was nice to meet you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
I do feel like you are a little bit misunderstood. Like I can tell being with you here now, I know what you're like, the banter, just being with you for the last hour. I don't think you're a bad guy, mate.
Mate, do you know what? It's okay, though, to be misunderstood.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something I've got to work on, though. I did think that, like, my personality is probably too dry, or I'm probably, you know.
I think in today's world, we just got to watch what we say.
Got to tone it back.
Yeah, we got to tone it back.
Definitely, yeah.
But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.